I also much prefer the symbol. I don't know why. Green just seems much better than red. For the squad, the old one was a red scale on top of a shield. No. You're good. Just proceed. I see my mic like monitoring go off, but I don't know if I'm breathing into the mic or if it's just going off because of nothing.
It's mostly nothing. I'll tell you if it's like something you can do about it, but it's mostly just noise. Like that right there, it's just staticky nonsense. Do some audio testing stuff. Test, test, test. Do some audio testing stuff. Let's get an echo just a little bit. Test, test, test. Do some audio testing. Yep, there it goes. Oh jeez, what the crap is that? Can you say something to me? Something to me?
Something. Yes.
Hello.
Okay, I forgot I had the mic muted.
Just
Because
punched my
the sound
mic.
tests. Just punch it.
Well, I couldn't remember if it was in front of my face or if I had it flipped up above me. And yeah, I don't know why, but I was very confident that it wasn't in front of my face. And so I just reached in front of my face and just sort of caught it. Fun times.
I actually myself don't remember how to get up to the gathering. Do I have to take an elevator or something?
Yeah, if you go beside the area where you go to eat, you should see some stairs.
They
And you
say to
take
go to
those
my
up and
room.
it'll. Ooh, no.
That's what I was thinking. That didn't feel right. I'm just gonna click on this lift here. This one's going up. Okay. Gathering hub. Yeah. Do you remember how to turn your helmet display on and off?
Mm, I don't even know if you can,
You can.
if I'm being honest. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's a
how
thing.
to.
Oh wow, it is all Christmassy
Mine
up
doesn't.
there.
Here you are. Doesn't matter for me because my helmet is just an eye patch.
Mm-hmm. I look like a Death Knight, which it doesn't look bad, but it definitely doesn't look like me. All right, Winter Starfest.
It's
What is
very
this?
Christian.
That's not what I meant. I just like I'm not crazy about the big bulky armor stuff. Special seasonal platter will be available. Get the handler for your Poogie. Site for the Winter Starfest. I'm just wondering if there's any practical benefit or if it's just aesthetics. Some outfits available. Limited bounties. Okay.
Hey, partner.
So Kyle, text me if you have a question, but you gotta find the elevator and go take it up to the gathering hub. I don't know if it's gonna let him join in and out like at free will yet, or if he still has to do quest stuff. It's probably gonna make him do the stuff. Oh, he says he's at the gathering hub. Oh, I see him. Kyle, and his cat's name is Carl. Kyle and Carl. Wow, it's Kyle. With his big old insect glaive of doom. Alright, I know there's a way to fix my helmet. Options.
You guys should come over to where I'm at.
You should not tell me how to live my freaking life, Mitchell. Hey, I forgot there's arm wrestling, isn't there? Let's arm wrestle. It's the first time you and I ever got competitive about anything, and probably the only time other than killing each other in Destiny, and we keep trading. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna. Oh, you got drunk. Alright, Kyle. We're gonna arm wrestle. I don't remember how to do it. Oh, it is the B button. Okay. No, Kyle! Yes! Good job. That was fun. It was totally worth it. I am the victor.
But yeah, we got
That would only happen with the digital versions of
incredibly
us.
competitive.
If it were real life, he would just broke my arm in half. He wants a rematch. I'm gonna kill you, gonna kill you, gonna kill you. Yes! Years of button mashing has paid off. My dad said I would never amount to anything. That's not true. He never said that to me. I'm just kidding. Love you, Dad. He's never gonna see this. Oh, Mitchell's up. You guys do that. I'm gonna figure out how to take off my helmet. It's gotta be under options. Yep, head armor. Hide. Alright. Got my emo hair and my beard. I'm in good shape.
I really miss the aesthetics of having an insect glaive that looks like a sword.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I have any decent ones in my inventory.
Okay, so what I think we should do is we should have Kyle activate missions so that it's ones that he can surely do, and we can join with him and help him.
Yeah. And the
So-
sooner the better, just because there's going to be lots of waiting, if I remember, for him to get through. He has
The
to get through,
cutscene.
like,
Hi.
not just the cutscenes, some of them he has to get through a certain amount of the quest before it'll let us join up on them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
So
like,
Kyle,
he'll be.
come to me, and this lady here essentially operates as a bounty board, I think. So talk to this bartender lady. He says, how do I remove his helmet? So Kyle, you hit start, and then you right bumper over to system, like the cogs on the very right. Click on options, and then you hit right one time on the D-pad, and it will give you your option for your subtitles and your head armor, and you can turn it on hidden so that we can see your gorgeous brown eyes. Nailed it. There he is. Oh, look at that luscious head of hair. So yeah, talk to the lady,
Hello.
and then you'll hit start quest or something like that. Post a new quest, and then if it gives you any optional ones, sure, do that, but it'll probably check and see if you can do an optional one, then we can do whatever one you want. If not, do an assigned quest, and it'll probably make you run through a bunch of nonsense before it lets us join in, but it takes about 10 minutes if you're fast with it. It might not make you do it, I don't know. All options are completed. Okay, so yeah, I would just do the assigned quests. Or expedition if it lets you. We could just like randomly do something, but you should probably do a assigned quest because that'll actually help you get stuff done. You said your assigned quests are all completed? Do you have any, if you back out, look on the top right hand side of your screen, maybe there's some objectives that you have to check off. Like, do you have to talk to somebody here at the station? Speak to handler. Okay, yeah, so you need to go speak to your handler. Do that sort of stuff. Just go through all your nonsense, and then Mitchell and I will hang out in the expedition area until you can invite us to something. And that way we'll have something aesthetically pleasing to do. While... Oh, sweet, there's an expedition departure right here. Mitchell, what area do you want to go to? Ooh, I still have to kill Teostra the Infernal. I don't know if I'm capable of doing it, but if you're down to try it, I'm down to try it.
Well, maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know if you've noticed, but exactly all of my armor is made from Teostra.
That's a good thing, right?
So, yes.
Okay, good.
That means I'm like completely resistant to everything he can throw at me.
That's what I was thinking and hoping. Okay. Or we have Hellish Fiend Val Hazak. I don't know anything about that, but you have the Teostra armor. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'm gonna go to the workshop really quick and see if I have a better glaive, because I don't think this one will do much damage to him. If I remember correctly, he was explosion resistant.
Okay.
And this is... Yeah, this is like a Diablo,
What's he
an
weak to?
explosion. I don't know. You can look it up in your
Yeah, there's a
hunter
wildlife book,
guide
right?
or something. Yeah, I don't know how to get to it.
I've got a hunter's notes right here. Large monster field guide. I think Kyle said something. Oh, it's just old texts from earlier. Teostra. Yeah, you're gonna have to check it in yours
getting
because I don't have any notes on him.
I'm pretty sure the notes go away with time, so hopefully...
It says stagger it with weapons possessing Elder Steel capabilities. I don't even know what that means. Do you have an idea what Elder Steel capabilities is or are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, those are... Trying to find the proper words for it. Dragons will drop those.
I have no idea how this game works.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember if all dragons drop it or just the like very final quest.
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'm departing. I'll get my bow. Kyle, you have to launch an SOS if you hit start, there should be an option to launch SOS. If it lets you do that, then we should be able to join, but it usually makes you go through some nonsense.
Okay, so I remember now. So they're not especially weak to anything, but what happens with all of the larger dragons is they have some sort of special ability. For Teostra, it's the fact that he builds up flames and then explodes, and it'll like one-shot you.
Okay.
But when you're using an Elder Steel weapon, it will, if you do enough damage, you can like stop that from happening. You can stagger them,
Okay.
and so they won't launch their special ability.
Yeah, I have no idea how to utilize that at all. You going to bed?
Try.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna test out the audio on the game again now that there's some stuff going on. That seems good.
Nice.
Especially
So-
when explosions start happening and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you're going. I don't know how to equip stuff. You're going to want your fireproof mantle.
Hi, you have a fireproof mantle? I don't. I have no idea. I don't. I have a damage-proof mantle, but that's about it. Sorry, again, with the Teostra, you said he's not actually weak to anything? He's not weak to an elemental type?
He might be, but it's not showing up in any of my notes.
Okay.
I think he might be strong against dragon, though. He might be weak to ice. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the Iron Gospel, which is a water damage weapon. It's got pretty high damage on it, so I'll stick with that.
I'm using Catastrophe's Light, which is the weapon that you get from repeatedly beating the final boss. Because it's got the highest Elder Seal, which means that he won't be able to use his special ability as much. And I'm going with a Dragon type bug. I can't remember if it's strong or weak against dragon, so it might be like less than useless. But we can hope.
Okay. Kyle, is it letting you invite us to anything yet? Just standing by to hear from him. He says that he fired an SOS. Okay. So I will head out and come to you. How do I
So
return from
it's
quest?
already full
Oh,
on my screen.
he's hunting a Puki Puki. Kyle, did help come for you? Because Mitchell's saying your server is full. Do you have like other people in your game right now? It should show you on your bottom left if there's other players in there. Holding Sunny, she's not feeling well. He does not know. Okay, we'll stick in here until you've got your bearings going. Mitchell, are you in the mission yet or no?
I'm joining up now. I didn't know if we were gonna
No worries.
see if we could join him or what.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hop in.
I don't even remember how to. Oh yeah, you can buy things. Oh yeah, the supply box has potions and stuff. Ooh, yeah, don't forget your cool drink, because apparently there's lava everywhere. Alright, Kyle, let us know. Yeah, he said there's some randos joined in. I think there's a way to shoot SOSs only for friends. It's really up to you. If you want to back out and restart it, we'll jump in there with you. It shouldn't make you do all this stuff again, right, Mitchell? Like once he's done it, he doesn't have to do the cutscenes anymore.
No, I think if he fails out of it, he'll have to do them again.
Oh, stupid. Okay. That's hurtful, really.
Feel bad because I absolutely. It's not that I refuse to. I just never feel like capturing anything. So I was looking because it keeps up with the amount that you have captured or killed of anything in your hunter's notes. And it's like Teostra, 9 killed, 0 captured. I'm like, oh no. That kind of makes me look bad a little
A
bit.
little bit. I forget how we collect the goods from our capture. Does it do that automatically?
Yeah. So
Because that
when you
engine
end the
has-
quest, yeah, when you end the quest, it'll enter you into a screen where there's going to be a lot of different things, a lot of different items that you can choose to either sell or keep, and that'll show up whether you kill it or capture it. But when you capture it, there's going to be a lot more items, and there are some items that you can only get through capturing, if I remember correctly. So yeah,
Cool.
cool stuff.
Are you in here yet?
Wouldn't let me join.
When you wouldn't let you join mine?
I'm on standby.
This is outrageous.
So it said it was still loading, and I was waiting for something.
I just fired an SOS, which I probably shouldn't have done. I'm gonna cancel that. Cancel SOS flare. It should let you join. I've been in here for a long time, just sitting at camp.
Yeah, it'll let me join. It
You said
just
it
let
did?
me in.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me know if you pass any of the chill shroom, because I wasn't able to actually
Chill shroom? Yeah, there's
go
some right
back.
here. There should be some in the supply thing for chill drink.
Yeah,
That's what you're-
yeah, I completely. It is. Completely forgot that they do give you like some basic supplies. Oh yeah, there's a fair amount.
I think there's 4 of them in there.
There's so much to do in this game. Like,
Yes.
you can just run around and capture all the little creatures.
Yeah.
and they're creatures that are rare.
And put them in your house.
So I've got, yeah, I've got a fair amount of creatures. I sort of stopped after I got the one I wanted.
Kyle's asking how he fires an SOS just for us. Let me look here.
I don't know, but I don't know this game well enough to not get absolutely destroyed by this thing.
There's an option that clicks fire SOS flare. But I thought maybe there was a sub menu that popped up there, but maybe party settings? No. If he like hits invite to game, that's just gonna throw us in his server again, right? It's not gonna bring us into his actual quest.
Mm-hmm.
Lame. Well, how does that work? Because normally we would just join in from, like, join a quest, right? Do you think it would show him on the join quest menu if he
Yeah, it
passed
does. You hit join quest, and if it'll tell you whether you're able to join or not. Because that's how I was able to find out that he was full last time.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's, because I don't want to ditch him. So we'll return from quest. Nobody's watching, so the safe word is pineapples. That was a funny part on The Witcher. I don't know how far in you are, Mitchell.
Not very.
Uh,
I mean, I am very far into it. But I just
Did you-
watched that one episode and half of the other,
Did you
the
see
one
the
that
one
follows it.
where Yennefer's like assigning a safe word to somebody for a spell?
Yes.
Kumquat. That was very fast and very specific. I want my body to stop hurting.
I still wish that show would get it together a little bit, though.
I almost said get its
Or
act
not
together.
necessarily. Yes. Not necessarily just that show, just all of Hollywood.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, the scene after that, you're like, who would capture a bunch of people only to do this? Like, it's so weird.
Okay, how do we search for Kyle's missions?
It'll just be under assigned, and you just shift through the individual ones there.
Urgent Pookie Pookie. Sending out the
How do
DM
you
request.
abandon this quest?
I'm coming, Kyle. I'm coming. Abandon
There
what
we
quest?
go. Abandon. The Teostra one. Couldn't figure out how to get out of it.
Start and then yeah, like leave quest or something like that. Hunter's note. Let's reacquaint ourselves with Pookie Pookie. It is physiology. It is weak to
Is that the bird?
fire, thunder. Yeah, it's very weak to thunder. No. Ailments. That's what I need to look for, right? Sort of weak to poison, very weak to sleep and paralysis. And then blast and stun. Okay. It's still preparing me, Kyle, so it's loading up right now, and then I'm on my way to you. I'd like to get my bow. I could do that at camp, I guess. Oh. Okay, I'm coming. How exciting. Poopy Pants McGee.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently my mic was turned off. I thought I had turned it on earlier. Alright, Kyle. I'm on my way to you and Carl. Carl, he's such a good cat, such a loyal friend. Change equipment. I'm gonna grab a bow. And I'm just gonna put on some of my fun armor for funsies. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my weaker armor, but that way we can actually enjoy ourselves instead of me just stomping through it. JG equipment. I'm gonna wear my Pukey armor set because it's my favorite type. Looks very cool. 10 out of 10 neat points. Is that the stronger one that I have? I guess so. Oh, no, 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 no. Sweet. I've got my whole like Pukey outfit on. 10 out of 10 excited. Mitchell, is your microphone still turned on? Because I can't hear a word you're saying.
Well, to be fair, there were no words said,
Okay.
and that might be the cause of it. Can you change equipment at a camp?
Yes, you can. You go in your TP, and it gives you all your weapons and all of your armor. Alright, Kyle, I'm officially on my way to you. Hey, sweet, it's raining in the jungle. That's awesome. Uh-oh. There is a, I forget what they're called. A red dragon flying around. He just took off, though. So I got like a canker sore on my tonsil and it hurts to talk. It's the short version. We got somebody watching the stream of this. Hi, somebody watching the stream of this.
I'm looking at the map.
Hi, someone.
Are either of you near it? Because
Just following the green bugs.
ooh,
Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, Kyle's on the northwest side of the map. We are looking for Pukey Pukey. I see the Great Jagras. I see Arcane floating up top. Pukey is not showing up on the map, which might be a Kyle's quest development thing. Oh, no, no, no. Kyle's fighting it right now. He's on the northwest side. Okay, so...
yeah, and it just popped up the tracking for me.
Yeah. By default, are the green guys going after that specifically?
I think they'll go after whatever you track. I just found some Pookie Pookie feathers.
Well, mine are tracking something. I haven't done anything to deserve their tracking.
Then probably,
Cool.
I guess because he fought it, we
Yeah, because
are
the game
automatically
does
sort
it
of
hate me.
guided to it.
The game loves me.
Sure, we'll go with that.
First time for everything, Mitchell. Game can't hate me forever. Oh, I found Kyle. It feels good
I
to
was
be
very
back.
impressed with that, and I'm very sad that it wasn't caught on stream
What
for
happened?
the stream. It's very hard to hit something with the insect glaive because of how slow it is. And so you set a marker with it, but when you first draw the weapon, it just flies in like a straight line, and I hit it right in the face.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a pretty good feeling because I meant to do it and didn't expect it to happen.
Hmm. I still need to get the things that give me immunity from, like roars, whatever that's called. Oh, Kyle found a bunch of stuff. Piercing pots. Nice.
Can't you like fish in this? You can fish in this game.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Other than just fighting these giant fish, you can.
Yeah, you can
I think I have
pull out a fish.
my room stockpiled. Pretty sure I have everything in my room, so I really enjoy the. It looks like a coral reef. I
Mhm.
forget what they call it, but I really enjoy that environment. So my room is just filled with different creatures from there. It's got a bunch of the weird flying jellyfish-looking things.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then on
have
the
a few of
ground,
those
it's
too.
got those sort of those green snakes. And then I managed to capture the rare one, which is slightly larger and orange instead of green, and it looks pretty cool.
Nice.
I feel like games are weird because I really love this game has so much stuff in it, and the issue I had with Star Wars: The Old Republic was when they started adding things like um, I forget what they called them, but they are essentially rooms.
Uh huh.
I think they call them strongholds.
Yeah, that's right.
And
It's player
that
housing.
was the expansion. hmm That was
Yeah.
the expansion where a lot of people fell off. 4.0.
Mhm.
And it's just so funny because then in this game, I'm like, I really love having a house to show off like my collection
Mhm.
of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
stunned and poisoned.
it's definitely a highly requested feature in the game. I think they even have like new ships and stuff, like kind of like Star Wars Galaxies had, where first of all you can have capital ships now, can't you? Like with your guilds and whatnot.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah, I really want to explore that game some more. I want to go back.
I think the issue with it is there's not. a whole lot to do on the ships. Like, there's not much utility there. Like, what they needed to do was launch an expansion just around that. And it needed to add, like, stuff to add, not based on in-game accomplishments, but based on,
Really stunned.
like,
Nice.
looking for things. You know, like in this
You
game,
did it. Now the commander can send someone out to
the
save that
things that you
Scribe
put in your
elitist
room
Scornatos.
are things you have to go out of your way to get, so that it's not the entire game isn't going and collecting stuff for your room, but it definitely adds a feature to the game, and I
Yeah.
think that's how they should have set it up. But they set it up as so ships, which are only gotten through packs, I think, you know, and stuff like that is what you can decorate with, or things that you buy with credits. And it's like, that's sort of cool, but it just felt like a money grab. I don't know. I just feel they could have handled it better. They should, and they could have added it in the same way. They didn't add datacrons, but datacrons were already in the game, and they could have sort of followed that model. Because when that game was still a little bit new, people like really enjoyed hunting down datacrons.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the PvP areas, like you would team up with the other people. You would find a
Oh,
datacron,
I
and
remember
then you would
that.
just go back to killing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just sort of something for the community to do. A lot of them were really hard to find.
Yeah.
Um, and they also added stats to your character.
That's right.
So I haven't found all of them yet, but I probably need to go back and do that. Just because, you know, free stats, why not?
I had all of them on my Sentinel at the time. I'm sure there's new ones now since they have new planets. But when the base game came out, I went through and got every single one. And that was a long process.
I'm mic'd up now, by the way.
Nice, once I do
Nice.
What's going on, guys?
feels
That
better.
was fun. Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, in the base game, there's like a crazy amount. It was like 80 or something. Let's say they used to have. hmm Say they used to have guild run quests, like when there wasn't an event or anything going on. There were a lot of people who were only active during events, and then, or you know, during expansions. And then in sort of the downtime when there wasn't anything else to do, you would just see them like recruiting people, being like, "Hey, you're gonna be doing this for like the next week. It's going to take, you know, all of the time because there's 80 who wants to join our group and, you know, get taken to all these different planets." And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really miss when that game had not just an active community, but it was a really nice community. I feel like you go on there now, and it's like everyone is sort of toxic and jaded because the game died.
I don't know. I don't know. I still like the Legiana armor the most. I feel like a Power Ranger.
I mean, it looks the coolest.
I
I
agree.
feel like we spent, as a group, a lot of time hunting that.
Yeah, I still don't have like the upgraded full set. I've got like half and half. Like some of it's old, some of it's upgraded. Also, I don't remember how the upgrading process works. Um, wait. Oh, Legiana Greaves. There we go. What a touch, what a touch. Kyle, what's the next mission that they're telling you to do?
Something I can't pronounce.
Okay. Trying to decide. I think I'll stick with the bow. Do glacial arrow.
Really wish I could invite you guys to my room just because it looks like I've put too much effort into it, which is, accurate.
Where do you get your haircut again? Is that at your room?
I don't know.
Useless.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you asked me.
That's fine. That's what the internet's for. Monster Hunter World Haircut. Yeah. I wrote that. Monster Hunter change character appearance option coming. Oh, that's not what I want. Hairstyle. Can you
That's
edit
cool.
your
You can change. It's not like a huge change, but you can change like the sort of color on your cat's armor.
your cat's hair color?
No, like straight up the armor color. So I have mine in the, what's it called, like the Xeno or something like that armor. And trying to figure out the word.
So is layered armor just an appearance thing? Because I have this like diver layered armor set that it lets me do. Yeah,
I think so.
you keep the stats in one set, but it's just a aesthetic. Set decorations? What's that? Now they said I could change my haircut at an item box, but I don't see that. Let us know when you're ready to do your next mission, Kyle.
I'm sorry, I forgot I had a mic. I was so used to being quiet. I just posted it.
Cool. Okay.
It says I only have one party member though, but before we were in a party together, but now we're not.
You might have to adjust how many party members it lets you have in the mission. So if you go back to
It says 4.
Oh, you did. Okay. I'm gonna look up assigned.
Yeah, I'll just cancel it.
Yeah.
Let's see, party settings, player list. So Mitchell's right now set up as the leader.
Yeah.
So I think he has to he has to get this invite to squad and all that stuff. We got to squad up.
Well, if you haven't left the
Um,
game, everything should be good still, right?
That sounds accurate to me.
Yeah. So if you're in like this little server that we're in, where you have the same area, you haven't actually left the game. It should just let you start your mission, and then it should let us join yours. It says no quests have been posted right now.
Yeah, it says you just now posted a quest, and anyone should be able to join up on that. I really just want to go capture more stuff. More like small creatures.
I think I might have been removed from the thing.
I don't know how that would have happened, but I can invite you back. Just removed from the game that we were in, or
Yeah, I'm not in your server anymore. It's saying that there's no posted missions. It's really strange.
Okay, so
Let
I'm
me
posting
figure
the
this out
quest
real quick.
again.
Hold on, I'll try it one more time and then. Oh, Kyle has posted a quest, so I am in your server.
yeah, yeah, we're all here. You just gotta, you have to go into it, and then you're probably gonna have to get through some stuff before
Yep.
we can
Says
join
Kyle
or
has
see
to
it.
watch all your cutscenes. So go ahead and join in there, Kyle, and tell us when you've done all the cutscenes. Or the cutscene.
Like depart.
Yeah, the storyline stuff is gonna make you go through like the
Oh, okay.
campaign.
Alright.
I'll use the time to try to find yourself a haircut again. Because this looks way too anime emo.
So you guys do not have the Iceborne expansion? Or you do?
I don't. No, I don't.
You don't?
Because we knew that we kind of wanted to play this again, but we wanted to play the game and see how into it we got before we bought the expansion. Because we also bought. Mitchell just got the latest Destiny expansion for Xbox,
Hmm.
and then I got an expansion for something. Pretty much, we both bought stuff, so we have to wait to play through the stuff that we bought before I buy more. Oh, by the way, Kyle, I know that you appreciate this. Jurassic World Evolution, like all the DLCs are like half off right now. So like,
Oh, nice.
it's like $8 for each expansion pack. So I got Claire's Sanctuary, where you're supposed to like rescue the dinos off the volcano island, and then I also got Doctor Wu's like Secrets of Doctor Wu or something, where you like do the hybrids. And then I had already bought the Return to Jurassic Park one recently. So I got the last two expansions, which are technically the first two expansions, but I finally bought the first two. And then I got like an herbivore pack that I still hadn't got. So got 3 little
Nice.
expansions for $16, something like that.
So how do you guys join? Because like I'm up in the middle of this quest, and do I have to fire the SOS again or what?
No, don't do that.
Nope.
If you finished your cutscene, let me see if it's gonna let me join yours.
Yeah,
Still
I have to like
says you have
protect
to
this
go-
wagon or something.
Yeah, you still have to finish.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Pretty much when you start to hunt like the main thing, I think it'll make you
Oh, okay.
start the actual fight, because usually when they introduce each monster, they have like this dramatic intro that it makes you watch, and then it'll let us join in.
I could see myself getting into Monster Hunter. It's definitely fun with a group, like 3 or more just feels right. Um, Even if we had like up to 5 people, like I'd be down to be the odd man out. Um, just because there's so much to do in this game. Like, I really enjoy fishing and collecting and doing a bunch of, just nothing. You're just kind of passing the time. There's no real point to it, but there's also, like, no stress at all for it. Like, this is just a great game for doing Bible study or for some of our just videos. You know, it's It's got a unique aesthetic going for it.
Dude, my bedroom is freaking awesome. Forgot how cool it
Your
was.
what?
Like a little garden of the bedroom in the game.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah,
So you
so
have
I
to go to
think
your bedroom and then click on the box in there to change your appearance.
ooh, I think I have something like 30 active pets in my bedroom. Got like 3 of the golden bats, 23 of the jellyfish, which is cool because they glow. So at night looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, got a bunch of the wigglers, which for some reason those are like high rarity. They're not like super rare, but they're like a rarity 3. And I'm like, they're everywhere. You see those
Nice.
all the time. Um, I think I have some of the geckos that glow. Um, I don't have anything super rare other than the Wiggler Queen, which is just the orange one. I would love to capture more of those, but I haven't seen any others spawn since I captured the first one, and I think that's just how rare pets might work, which is unfortunate.
Huh. The default clothes that they give you are so bad. Cool, now I look like Jesus with no beard. Again. Which is like the original haircut I had when I started the game. Yeah, dude, I've got the jellyfish all over the room. I've got like a little blue snake in a jar.
Yeah,
Got cats everywhere.
honestly, hmm honestly, if they had more pet options for the second room, that's pretty dope too, because it's like you have it's a smaller room, but you have like I don't know how to describe it. You're beside an aquarium, and I just like the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And you can fill the aquarium with like fish that you've captured. And I don't know, man. I just like the aesthetic of being like almost underwater. But you can tell it's like on a ship, like it's wood and then it's water, and it's cool. And you can just sort of switch back and forth between rooms. You go over to your room manager.
So, not to change the topic deliberately, but I'm looking in my box in my house, and there's an option that said claim add-ons and bonuses, and I clicked on that, and I got Gesture, Devil May Cry dual guns. I've got an armor set called Guardian, and then an early weapon upgrade materials set, which I'm guessing is just giving you upgrades so you can, if you got a weapon you really liked early on in the game, I guess you can upgrade it without having to go do a bunch of stuff. But I'm interested in this Guardian armor set. I don't know if that's like a layered armor thing.
Yeah, when I started, I had the Guardian armor set, but I didn't really like it. It's kind of clunky.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it and see. It might be the layered armor thing. How do I do that?
I don't like most of the armor in this game. A lot of it is very,
Yeah.
I think clunky is good. Bulky is a good.
I like the sleeker stuff, and it's kind of hard to come by. It's cool that they let you go back to your old room too.
Mm-hmm.
So just down
You check
here
out
again.
the second.
Move to a new room, private suite. Let's try that one. Oh, that's the big one. No, it's just 10. Okay.
This thing's really big.
What is it?
Uh, I don't even know.
Is it
It looks
a
like a
T-Rex?
stone T-Rex. Yeah,
A stone T-Rex?
yeah. That's what it looks like.
Oh, are you
So
in the
he's
desert
he's
map?
in the Wild Spire.
Yeah. Interesting. Change armor. Weird armor settings. Let's see if this is. Dang it, no. So where the crap did it do the Guardian armor? Maybe that's just like the default armor
Okay.
that the game
Should
gives you?
it, do I fire SOS flare now?
No, don't do it. I'll just join you. That way you don't have randoms popping in your game. Just have to find.
Yeah, SOS is typically sort of meant for
Hey, partner.
randoms, or at least for people you don't expect to just join your quest through like the assigned quests. Because if we're already in your server, we can see the we can see what quest you're on and when it's available for joining.
Oh, Kyle, it said that you have to enter in a code. Do you know what the 4-digit passcode was?
That I what?
It looks like you probably accidentally require a code to jump into your game. Do you know what your code was?
4554.
Oh, cool. 4554. Now, everyone on the internet knows. You fallen right into my trap. It's just loading up. It says awaiting approval. Yeah, stand by for departure. There we go. I'm a coming. I'm not at all wearing the red equipment, but that'll be fine. Okay, I'm on the map. I'm coming, Carl. Yeah, I could easily see myself buying Iceborne though, because I do.
It
like
was
the
on
setting.
sale.
Was it really?
Yeah. That's why I
How
kept
much was it?
asking you. Like 20 some.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to get away with it right now. Especially since I just done the Jurassic Park thing. We're coming. Because I like this game, but I've also played it so many times that I feel like I'm out of Discovery, and Iceborne would be great for that because it's essentially, I'd say it's almost like a sequel.
Even if I don't get Iceborne, I'm definitely going to come back to this game and just sort of mess around and try and get like all of the rare pets.
Where what?
Pets, the things you put in your room.
There's pelts? Oh, pets.
Oh, not pelts, pets.
Pelts would be cool. Let's go get him, Kyle.
That's basically what your armor is, sort of.
That's true. But if I could put him on the rug, somehow.
It would be cool, but I think the issue is with some, it would look so ridiculous. Like, you could probably lay out Teostra as a rug, but you definitely couldn't lay out what you guys are hunting right now, or like, what's it called, Nergigante? Like, it's just a pile of spikes.
Yeah, I wanna
Nobody
make
would
that-
want that as a
I want to
rug.
make that the comforter on my bed. Be like, I sleep on Teostra for my silk linens.
I don't know why, it just reminded me of SpongeBob when they're trying to get into the Tough Club.
Beanie Hut
I
General.
sleep on a Nergig. Yeah. I sleep on a Nergigante.
Right up the poop chute. Oh, that's gonna hurt me. Eventually you should get in on this rock T-Rex action. It's like a rhino and a T-Rex had a very hard-skinned baby.
So I think I've already said this, but I finished The Mandalorian, and the opening scene of the last episode
It's
is
so good.
It is.
That's what I made that Facebook post about. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
It's great.
But I wasn't expecting that after reading the post.
You thought it was going to be like something epic, huh?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
It
it's
was
so
so much
good. It's
better.
so much awesome action. Yeah, I mean, the IG doing what he did was amazing, but it was mostly just the dialogue that got me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you noticed it or if you saw the credits, but it was Taika Waititi that did the last episode as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Ooh, he's trying
Like,
to
as soon
heal.
as I saw that, I was just like, that feels right.
actually show up right now, Mitchell. We're having a new my cat.
If everything,
I blame you for helping us.
my favorite thing about this game is actually how the monsters get progressively harder.
Yeah, I love
Like-
that myself. It's just like, I'm winning. Break my clavicle. It's my favorite.
No, they pull off the change in difficulty level quite well. Because it never feels like a jump until you get to the Elder Dragons.
Yeah, then it gets like bonkers, balls, crazy. Like, hey, we got this. Oh, never mind. He just exploded and we all died at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You did it, partner. Okay, I'll be waiting over by the slab.
But yeah,
Don't
no,
worry, your partner.
like-
You're my slave.
But the other stuff you fight in this area is definitely much harder than this. And it's like, it's not so much more difficult as you go up the scale, you know? Like, the difference between this and Diablos is crazy, but the difference between this and... forget the name of the creature we fight next. But it's not like a crazy difference, but it's definitely harder. Uh-huh. And it uses a lot of the same mechanics as the Diablos. You know, the going underwater and then like jumping up out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Not underwater, but under earth. Yeah. I don't know, man. The progression in this game just feels very well thought out.
It's a fun game. It's probably one of
I
the-
desperately need to consolidate like all this random stuff I have in my inventory. Like, is there a way to craft it, or like what do I do with all this stuff?
Yeah, there's a crafting menu.
Okay.
I need to reacquaint myself with it too.
Hunter highlights and I don't get one. Because I showed up at the last second.
Where's that at? Oh. Target destroyer. Cool. I didn't know I broke any parts. Didn't even see them on the floor. Excuse my munching. Narr. I'm going to. How do we do this? Okay, so if I go to item box, so Kyle, you should see an item box next to the like bounty board thing. It's like a treasure
Yeah.
chest. If you click on that,
Yeah.
click on crafting list, and it'll show you everything that you have the ability to craft.
Okay.
And you pretty much just spam your way through that whole menu. I'm pretty much just arbitrarily crafting anything I can find in my inventory. Drugged meat, nice. I feel like I got enough in me to kill one more monster.
Yeah,
Just
that
do-
sounds good.
My body is rebelling against me, making me sleep every night. It's selfish.
I still have to work tomorrow.
Me too. I don't have to get up super early, but I gotta be there.
You knocking a full day?
Yeah, tomorrow they like have us do the morning trainings and try to make it be positive and stuff. It's just it's my least favorite part is going to the meetings. I actually don't mind like the meetings with our office, but I'm not crazy about like the big meetings where they get all the offices together. Crowds of people. Gives me the ability to upgrade my equipment. What does that mean? Oh, I see. Huh. Ouch. Does it let you? Oh, you have to have points to do the layer armor. Okay. I forget. Are you able to look at? Oh yeah, preview. Oh, these are terrible. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would let me do any of that. That's just awful. Earplugs. That's what I need. I don't know how to make them or gain them.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what they're called, but they're like crystals, amulets maybe. I don't know, and they have different like perks and bonuses.
Oh.
And one of them gives you resistance and one of them gives you immunity. Um, and yeah, that's one way to go about it.
I see. I don't know why I said I see. I did that very reactively. It took me until after I said I see to comprehend what you're saying. And I'm sorry about that. I want to be a better person and a better friend. But I'm not that sorry. This guy gets
Speaking
it.
of speaking of details they have in the game, the larger wigglers, which are the weird snake-looking pets,
Uh-huh.
they're other than the fact that they actually appear larger in the open world, uh, they have like a darker blue color to them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have to go that hard. Nobody would have cared if they were all the exact same,
Yeah.
but they did. They did that for us.
Because that's what heroes do. Kyle, are you still alive?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to craft a bunch of stuff and then seeing if I had access to any cool armor or anything like that. Okay, I'm starting a quest now. Post quest. Shadows in the swamp.
Do you know what creature they're sending you after?
It says a young scholar has gotten him separated from an escort. Neutralize any large monsters that pose a threat. So no.
Okay. Just tell me when you know and I'll equip the proper gear.
He's going after the big mud flat thingy. Not called a mud
It's like
flat
the salamander
but-
thingy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need water gear pretty much. Does that sound right?
I don't
How do you
know.
have
Here, let me.
how do you have water gear? What is water gear?
Stuff that gives you like
It's,
immunity to water damage, I think.
Ah,
Here you go, Hunter's notes.
Sweet, my pukey armor is good for water. I've got like the twitchy legs because I'm tired.
Okay, so it's weak to water type attacks.
So
And
it's
it
a ground type
technically,
Pokemon?
yes, it is a ground type. I'd say it uses mud to fight, and apparently water type weapons chip away its mud armor.
Mud is not a damage type though.
It's not a damage type, but basically just think earth
Okay, so
or dirt.
what should I wear that would make me resistant to his wiles?
I don't know. He doesn't. I feel like we're kind of too early game to worry about it too much.
I want to utilize all this time that I've spent. Fine. Okay, so I need a water type thing. Oops. I've got a water sword. Do I have a water bow? I do. I do have a water bow. So stinking cute. I changed my Palco's helmet and I can see his face now and it's just precious. Just real pleasure to have. Forge equipment. Armor.
Can you guys join yet? Do you know?
I can check in just a second here. This dude's gonna make me some pants real quick. Heck yeah, I wanna equip my pants now. Alright, cool. I'm coming for you. Whew. I'm like super duper tired. Need to watch all your cutscenes.
Still?
Yeah. It's gonna make you probably do the intro for Captain Salamander Pants. In the meantime, I'm gonna walk in circles around and use my body.
Yes. Funniest moment was when I did that. You were like, you're eating your microphone because you used to be like very sensitive to it. I think I've broken you a little bit on it. You're just like, you're eating your microphone. I'm just like calm and, and straight up put it in my mouth, and you're just like, you're a monster. I don't know why that just, it always gets me. And I always remember it very vividly.
Kyle, do you have any plans in the near future to go see Star Wars?
Shoot. I don't want to fight this thing. I don't like stumbling upon monsters.
Star Wars is a very fun film.
I
Well,
don't
if
have
you
plans
don't-
to see it, but Nicole and I both want to.
Was good. Was a good time.
Had pretty high scores from viewers. And per usual, anytime something has high score with viewers, it had bad, well, not terribly bad, but not great critic reviews. But I think it was pretty fun. Would
Yeah.
recommend.
Yeah, I liked it. I watched an IGN video today. I think the title of it was something to the effect of, was the Rise of Skywalker a response to The Last Jedi or something like that, or a rebuke of The Last Jedi? And it was just like a really small panel. It was all IGN guys, obviously, but it was the one guy asking questions, and he pretty much had one guy who liked the movie and one guy who didn't like the movie. And the guy who didn't like the movie, his reasons for not like for everything, he's like, okay, well, what'd you think about? Did Palpatine, or did you feel like your answers for Snoke were answered? Your questions for Snoke were answered? Just like little discussion questions. And the one dude just had like the most petty, stupid reasons for like being upset. He's like, this did not serve the story at all. I was not satisfied about this. And I want to love people, but it was one of those things where it's just like, man, like, this isn't a movie problem. This is like a you as a person type of problem.
All right.
Like, you just are, ugh.
Quit being a little bee.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Like, that's the
Controller
word that comes to
and
mind. I'm
missed
just
all of
like,
that.
what, Mitchell?
But I dropped my brand new controller and knocked the batteries out of it, so I missed all of that.
Feels bad. Well, go back and
It
watch
does.
the stream. I'm just kidding. No, I was saying how they had the IGN panel thing. You heard the beginning, right? The subject.
Yeah, I heard the beginning. You had just started talking about how his complaints weren't very good.
Yeah, that was just about it. It's just like any opportunity to complain, he would definitely take that opportunity. But like, the reasons that he would give, he just seemed like the internet personified, essentially. Or it's just like, okay, like, and I'm having a hard time coming up with examples of the actual conversation because I'm feeling so sleepy. But it was just like, it was like reading a Facebook thread. Just like these weird, like, almost like moralizing storytelling. Like, you objectively have to do this if you're going to tell a story. No, I didn't find this satisfying. This just seemed like a plot device sort of thing. They just forced this in. It's just pretty lame. That's my story. Just seemed like really superficial, shallow things to be upset about, and I don't. Oh, that was the thing that me and Kyle were kind of laughing at. I was just like, it seems like a very. It's not necessarily a movie problem or a plot device problem. It's like a he's that type of person. It's just like, okay, like, you're just the type of person that's going to have a problem with anything. And the guy who was like, it wasn't a debate, but it was just like, ask this guy this, get his response, ask this guy this, get his response. And the other guy was pretty forgiving. He had like a few things. He was like, yeah, like, I wasn't crazy about this, but I liked the way that they handled like the story in general or whatever. It's just it's like predetermined negativity, it seems like.
I do feel like, on some level, if you're making money as a reviewer and you count yourself as a professional reviewer, you have to have more solid complaints than it doesn't satisfy me
Yep.
or my curiosity. And yeah, I don't know, to draw sort of a weird analogy, it's kind of like when, like, you get into a philosophical argument and you lay out a good logical argument, and they're just like, oh, that's not very convincing. And it's like, it's very philosophically strong, it just doesn't convince them emotionally. I feel like a lot of reviewers will do that, where they can't explicitly say what they don't like or why they don't like it. They're just like, oh, it wasn't very satisfying. I haven't seen the IGN. I haven't seen the IGN review, but I've seen a few reviews that felt very much like that. They're very much making no compelling case for there being anything wrong with the Rise of Skywalker, as much as they were just, it wasn't what they had in their mind if they were making the movie. And it's like, well, congratulations, go be a director.
Yeah.
Like you're a reviewer.
Kyle, it's
You
still
know,
not letting me in your
some-
mission.
It's monster time now.
Okay. I'll stay close to the bounty board. Yeah, it's kind of. You were probably thinking of this as you said it, Mitchell, but like, it reminded me. I think we were talking about it yesterday. Like Ben Shapiro talking to William Lane Craig, and Craig has like all these like good, just like you said, logical and philosophical arguments, like, or logical arguments for the historicity of Jesus. And he like lays out like why there are good reasons to believe this, and then Ben's like, I don't really find that interesting, and then changes the subject. It's like, oh, okay. Obviously, it's different. I mean, it's apples and oranges because one is an objective set of facts, and the other is an opinion about a movie. But there's definitely like a, yeah, you walk into it with a predetermined conclusion, and you're gonna dig in about it.
Yeah, no. So I think I have a better analogy for it. That's a little less serious. But I don't watch that many cooking shows. I'll watch a cooking show if I'm looking for like an actual recipe or how to do something. But they're not my go-to for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one judge on some cooking show who doesn't like a specific type of onion because they're too strong, and he hates them raw.
Uh-huh.
And that's a fair critique because they are strong when they're raw. And it is a really harsh flavor. And I feel like when people throw out critiques, they think they're that guy, if that makes sense. Like he has
Yeah.
a preference, but his preference is justified in the fact that he can back up the idea that it's not, that there are issues with the flavor profile that they chose and stuff like that. Except that those people can't even argue like what their preferences are. You know, they don't actually state what it is they like and dislike. They just are like, I didn't like the movie, or I didn't find this compelling, and they don't offer a large, or not a large, but a detailed explanation as to why.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Slightly off topic question. How do you use your captured? Oh, just figured it out. Never mind. Captured it. Oh, apparently you can't catch the giant deer in a net.
No.
Kind of rude. You can take materials off of them without killing them though, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's a good example though. And that kind of helps articulate some of that thing. Something that I've been thinking about where it's like, where people will claim that it's like an objectively like, oh, Ryan Johnson's a terrible writer. And as close as you can, I mean, there's story structure elements that like, as far as tradition and past success rate, there's certain elements that you need to hit, like a story arc, like development. You know what I mean? Like, there's be some character development. If there isn't, you're probably not going to end up having a good story unless there's something to supplement for that. So there's somewhat objective elements that you should have in a story, and they have that stuff. Like Ryan Johnson put that stuff in the movie, so that whole thing like, oh, it's like terrible writing. No, it's not terrible writing. You just don't like the way that the story happened. That's super different. Even with like J.J. Abrams, like definitely like writing choices and stuff like that. But like he's obviously an effective teller to some degree.
Yes, he's a storyteller.
Yep.
He tailors stories.
Tales. What's the verb of a tailor? Is tail's
I
not a
don't know why
verb,
you're
right?
at. No.
Oh yeah, what's the verb of that? I don't
Well,
know.
you're talking about like a suit tailor? It would just be
Yep.
tailor?
Yeah, what does? How does the? You
Yeah,
said
he
tailor.
tailors.
Yeah, I mean that's a noun though, but like, oh, he tailored it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The noun is a verb.
That's all sorts of confusing for me. I am sleepy. Ah, my mud flop. Oh, apparently his dorsal fins are very sensitive. All of his fins are sensitive. Ouch. I feel like I just shot something very explosive that I did not choose.
Yeah, my bugs still drop blast damage around them.
It's pretty cool. Oh, wow, that was fast. We are OP right now. We're super OP.
Did it. But I can't shake this feeling that there's something really
It's
bad
going to be
about
even
this
worse
noise.
when we go to fight the Diablos. Because explosive damage, I'm pretty sure will break off its parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also using the glaive that you break off, or that you build from hunting them a lot. So it's got like all of his weaknesses, and it's also got the highest damage. Got like 713, which for an insect glaive is pretty good. Yeah, I like it because you don't have to worry about switching it out too much for a different type, because the damage is high enough to where if you're good at the game, you can sort of make it through any encounter. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's some
No,
encounters
sorry, I
where
got distracted for a second. Sorry. You're saying you can make it through the game with any encounter if what?
without worrying about matching different attack types, because the damage is so high on it that it sort of carries you through, even if you're mismatched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am going to jump on Star Wars for just a few minutes. I liked this. Oh, Kyle, on this game, even though it's online, before you leave, you want to save it. So if you hit
Okay.
start and right bumper over to system again, make sure to save your game. I don't remember. Oh, so it'll save your progress that you got like during that kill just now. But if you do
Yeah.
anything like back at base, like if you craft armor, if you modify anything, it won't carry over unless you hit the actual save button, because it doesn't auto save anything essentially when you're in here. So remember. Yeah. Ooh, should I play Fallen Order for a few minutes, or should I play Battlefront for a few minutes? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay.
What?
Nothing. I'm gonna play Battlefront. Or sorry, I'm gonna play Fallen Order for a minute. Get some lightsaber fights in between. I'm gonna stop this stream and I'm gonna restart it with a new title just for the last few minutes. Because I might as well get the airtime so we can get closer to getting monetized down the road.